Hello book besties. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Delaney if you are new here, and this is going to be such an exciting reading vlog. I cannot believe I have this in my hands right now. This is The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. It has not come out yet. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I got sent an early copy of this and I had to vlog it for you guys. I posted a picture on my Instagram story, and the amount of messages and DMs that I got, people asking, please post your reviews. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I wish you could share this with me. I also wish I could share this with all of you. Like, if I could just like spread the Abby Jimenez love to everybody and we could all read this together, that would be an absolute dream. But the best I can do is vlog my experience, share my thoughts. It will be entirely spoiler free. I do spoiler free in all my vlogs anyways, but especially since this hasn't even come out yet, no way in heck am I going to spoil that for anybody. But I did want to take you along as I read it because I'm so excited. I know you guys are excited. It's just going to be so much fun. I started it last night and I read the first 62 pages. It's going so fast so far. I was literally falling asleep in my bed because it was too late, but I could have kept reading. I'm so invested. I'm so into it. So we have Larissa and Chris are our two main characters, and Larissa is dating Chris's best friend, and they're all in a friend group with Xavier from Say You'll Remember Me. This is the second book in the Say You'll Remember Me series. So that's how they're kind of interconnected. Larissa is dating Mike, Chris's best friend. Mike got too drunk one day and had to have Chris drive Larissa and her mom to her mom's surgery appointment that Mike was supposed to take her to. He ended up getting too drunk. He lied, said he had a migraine, said he was sick, and that he was sending Chris in his place. So Chris took her, ended up spending some time with her while her mom was in surgery, and they connected. They have like this emotional connection, a really strong bond, but she's dating his best friend. So morally a little ambiguous. I feel like Abby Jimenez doesn't normally toe the line of like that morally gray area, but it is kind of complex because she does have a solid relationship. She is quite literally dating his best friend, but there's so much tension there already, even just within the first 62 pages, that I'm like, Chris and Larissa are meant to be. Like, they're soulmates, you know what I mean? So I am really curious to see how she continues to write this in a way that makes me fully on board with the characters, because right now, even though I don't love Mike, the best friend, I feel bad for him in a way of like I don't know, he just kind of feels like the innocent victim in this situation where his girlfriend and his best friend have this unspoken connection, and he's just out to lunch, loving life, and thinking he's dating the girl of his dreams. And she is, like, she hasn't crossed that line. There's been no cheating, no scandal. It's just like, I feel for them, and probably just because I'm getting their two points of view, but I'm loving them as a couple. So very curious to see how that progresses and how Abby writes that. But as of now, it's just so fun. It's so nice to be back in an Abby world. There's just like so many funny moments. What did she just say in the last couple pages here? She just has like funny little one-liners that are so hilarious. Then you've never fallen in love. I fake gasped. That's an assumption. That is wrong. Who's the last person you were in love with? She asks. I make a show of thinking about it. Kendra Watson. She gave me a look. You just told me someone from grade school, didn't you? I blinked at her. How did you know that? Because you came at me with her first and last name? That's so third grade. You don't tell people you're dating Michael Maddox? No, I say I'm dating a guy named Mike, like a grown-up. You know, technically Kendra and I are still together. We never broke up. She just ghosted me after recess one day, and then I saw her wearing Liam's ring pop at snack time. I was devastated. She was laughing. Okay, so maybe you have fallen in love. Just little moments like that that are so cute and so quirky and fun and silly, and just the banter. She's the queen of banter. Everyone says Emily Henry's the queen of banter. I think Abby is the queen of banter. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I am having the best time. I wanted to just kick off this vlog, update you, and take you along this reading journey with me. And I am just so grateful I have that book in my hands. It's one of my most anticipated new releases for 2026. And to be able to read it early, like it's the best. It's the best feeling ever. I'm so beyond grateful. So I'm gonna go. It's the first Monday back after the Christmas week off, so lots of crazy calls going on, so I'm gonna go get back to work, but hoping to read more later, and I will update you when I do. You guys, I am having the best freaking time reading this book. I am not even a third of the way in, I don't think. I'm on page 113, and I am giggling, kicking my feet, laughing out loud. The wit and the banter in all of her books it just never disappoints, and this one is no different. I am so happy to be back in an Abby book. I feel like I just keep saying that. I will say I do feel like Say You'll Remember Me was a little bit heavy and a little sad for the typical Abby style. Normally she balances really well, like emotion and heaviness, and also still being like witty and funny and kind of rom-com feeling. I do feel like Say You'll Remember Me didn't have that same laugh out loud reaction for me, but this one is just so fun. It's like, oh, I'm just having the best time reading it. That's really all I can say. I'm gonna read you just some moments that made me giggle. And she just has a way of writing, like she says unspoken human experiences out loud in a way that you're like, oh my gosh, like that is an inside thought. And she said the quiet part out loud, and it's so funny. This part right here, she's talking to her friend, and her friend says, isn't it funny how you can just tell when a guy has a dirty refrigerator door? Like, you don't even need to go over there. He's just giving dirty refrigerator door energy. Tell me that's not so relatable and so funny, like so funny. And then in the same breath, a few pages later, she writes, life buries us. We get heavier and heavier as time goes on, and we labor under the layers we've collected. Sometimes the layers make us who we are, and sometimes they make us someone else entirely. Like, how do we go from dirty refrigerator door energy to the most philosophical and deep and meaningful little passage? Like, the way that she balances both is unmatched. She is so incredible. I'm having such a fun time. Such a fun time. I will say I'm still a little bit hesitant on like the dating the best friend situation that I described to you guys, but I'm becoming less and less of a fan of the boyfriend. Not that it makes it okay at all, but he's really being quite a dud and kind of like setting them up in these situations. So I don't know how to feel. I don't know where we're going. I'm just along for the ride, having a great time, but I wanted to touch base. I forgot to mention this. I also love how a dog is always part of a main plot point in Abby's books. She is such a dog lover. If you follow her on any social media, she is obsessed with her dog. I think his name's Stuntman Mike. And it's so fun to have that consistency throughout all her books. Like, you can just count on there being a dog and being a funny dog subplot throughout her romances. And it is, as a dog lover myself, it's just a fun time. It's such a telltale Abby sign that she continues through all her books, and I love it. I love her for that. I don't really have a ton to say other than that. I've only read like 40, 50 pages since the last time I talked to you guys, but I'm just like, I want to share this with all of you, and the fact that it's not out and I can't talk to anyone about it is physically painful, so I'm talking to you guys. I'm having the best time. It's so fun. I want to go read more. You guys, this is really good. Like, really, really good. I am an avid hater of love triangles, and I speak about it very often. When I read One Day in December, I was like, I hate how it's a love triangle and it's two best friends involved. I'm a hypocrite. I am a hypocrite, because why am I eating this up? I think it depends on how it's written. I think that's what I'm learning. It's probably less so the trope itself and more so the characters and the writing and the conditions. I'm so morally conflicted at this point, because like Mike, the boyfriend, is struggling so deeply, and I feel for him and I'm very sad for him. And also, like, our female main character, she deserves so much better than the way that he's showing up for her. So I'm like, I feel for him, mental health, addiction, that type of thing. That's hard. That's really, really hard. And also, she is just continually being let down, and my heart breaks for her, because she deserves the same love that she's so willing to give and deserving of. I don't know, you guys, I'm very morally conflicted. But Larissa and Chris, they just are so soulmate-esque. I'm loving them. And they are not at all like morally, I think, crossing that line. I think they're both feeling things, but it's never like crossing the line into physical cheating or even emotional cheating. I think they're both very aware of trying to set boundaries, and Mike is very aware of everything that is going on. So it's nothing like super secretive or like Mike is completely out of the loop. Honestly, sometimes he is the one that starts that situation and like puts them in that situation. So I don't know, you guys, it's so good. I had a couple notes in my phone that I made that I want to talk to you guys about while I was vlogging or while I was reading. Said, sad but frustrated with Mike. Jacob and Bree from Yours Truly had a little cameo, and I was like, I know them. I know them. That was such a fun little crossover. I love when Abby does that and they're like, the characters all exist within the same world and their lives are somehow connected. It was such a fun moment. I was like, Brianna, that's interesting. And then I was like, Maddox, that's Jacob's last name. And then Jacob was there and I was like, oh my gosh, my king, I missed him. Took a couple pictures of the book of some moments that really stuck out. Let me see if I can remember. Okay, so Chris and Larissa are both readers and there's a quote from the book that they love that keeps coming up. The quote is, maybe this isn't the kind of love that deserves to exist. Maybe this is the kind that wars start over, the kind that topples empires and leaves the world better than it found it. Love that, and love that that keeps coming up, and that they're both bookish, like they connect over the love of books, and that's just the sweetest thing in the world. Also, something in this book, our female main character, Larissa, has a very, very serious allergy, and the way that Chris is like so cognizant of that is really, really sweet. I really respect the way that he's so careful with her and like just goes above and beyond to make sure that she's safe and that she's not going to consume anything that's going to harm her or cause her potential death with her allergy. It's just like that, the forethought I think is really sweet. Oh, this is the quote. I wondered sometimes if Chris and Mike would still be friends if they met as adults. I don't think so. I couldn't imagine the common ground they'd exist on outside of their past. But I was glad they were friends. I think Chris was good for Mike. I hoped it went the other way too. But that quote about like long-term friendships and you reach a point in your life and like there's so much history there and the longevity of the relationship like keeps it together kind of, and you're like, would I even befriend this person if I met them today? Like, do I want to be friends with who they are today? And it's heartbreaking when the answer is no, but you have so much history that ties you together. I think I see that a lot in my personal, just everyday life. Not my relationships in particular. I don't think I have anyone that I feel like that with. I feel like my long-lasting friendships, I still very much am proud and want to be friends with the humans that they are. But I see that a lot, and it's just that quote. I was like, that's really a heartbreaking circumstance where you're like, I love this person because of our past, and I look at them today and like I don't want to be friends with who they've become. Heartbreaking, like devastating. And I will say, I feel like some of the friendship moments in this book are more impactful than the romance moments. Than the romance moments. I feel like there is such a beautiful and raw and honest emphasis on adult friendships, and the way that it's written just feels so real, like so realistic, and she doesn't shy away from the complications of it. Like even just what I'm saying, it just feels like she goes there, you know what I mean? And it's hard and it's messy and it's human and it's beautiful because she just writes about the human experience. So I don't know, I'm eating this book up. I'm absolutely adoring it. I will keep you posted on my final thoughts when I do finish, and it's so good. It's so good. Whoa, I almost knocked you over. We're back, and ignore the bad lighting. It's dark outside, so I have to have my like harsh overhead lighting on, so sorry about that. But we finished The Night We Met, and I was sitting right around a 4-star. I was like, this was so good. I feel like 4 stars. And then I cried, and not even at the romance. I cried at a friendship moment, and I don't want to read you any quotes because I'm too far into the book now that I just have a moral dilemma. It feels like I might be doing something wrong by reading a quote past like the 200-page mark in a book. So I'm going to refrain, because if I have that little inner voice, it's like, maybe this is slightly a spoiler. I'm just gonna refrain from doing it at all. Once the book is out, if you guys want to talk quotes, I am your girl, because I took pictures of so many pages. I didn't annotate it just because having an ARC copy of this means so much to me, and I didn't want to mess up an annotation or ruin the copy. So I didn't annotate it, but I took pictures of so many pages. The quotes are beautiful. The friendship dynamics in this book, you guys, for a moment there I was like, I don't know, is this going to end really morally kind of sad? It was like really a downer, and the romance was so beautiful, but I was like, the friendship, like what about the friendship? And I cried. I have, my ring light just went out too. The lighting just keeps getting worse. I'm gonna turn this way, maybe that'll help. I have a very strong feeling that when you read this book, you will know exactly the part that I cried at. Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 4.5 stars, teetering right on the edge of 5. I was like, maybe this is a 5-star. I don't think I fully got that 5-star feeling. I was thinking about some other books that I rated 5 stars, and I was like, I don't know if this is quite there yet, I might bump it up. I honestly might bump it up to a 5. It was so good. We'll see how long I think about this and how long I think about the characters. If it stays living rent-free in my brain like it has been the whole time I've been reading this, it's going to be a 5-star read. But holy moly, so good. The friendship between Chris and Mike, the friendship between Larissa and her best friend Lexi, who she works with, so beautiful. Like, oh my goodness, I'm a sucker for friendship or found family in a book. And this group of guys in this book in particular, male friendship, I think is so beautiful when it's how it's written in this story. Like genuine just love and like male friendship love. And it was written so perfectly. It was such a good book, you guys. Such a good book. You must read it. You must pick it up. It is phenomenal. If you're feeling as excited as I was for this book prior to reading it, your excitement is probably on par with how good the book is. It did not disappoint me whatsoever. So good. So good. It's up there with yours truly for me. Like those I think are my top Abby books. I think it's gonna go, should we do a little Abby ranking over here? That'd be a fun TikTok actually. I think I've done that before. People got really mad at me for how I ranked books. Maybe I won't do that again. But I feel like my YouTube fam is a little bit nicer, so we're gonna keep it here. I think right now, we'll just do my top 4. I think it's yours truly, The Night We Met, Just for the Summer, Part of Your World, maybe? You guys, her books are so good. They're so good. I can't even. This is phenomenal. Very excited that I was able to vlog it with you guys. I ran it past the publisher because I didn't want to like put out a vlog if I wasn't allowed to vlog it because I know it's not out yet. Tried really hard to keep this spoiler free, but give you still a little bit of like little drops of the plot because I can't not talk about it. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and being the outlet that I needed to talk about one of my most anticipated releases for the entire year. So phenomenal. That's all you need to know. 4.5 stars, likely to be bumped up to a 5. Stay tuned. I will let you know. So good. So good. But that is all for today's vlog, focusing just on that one book. It deserved the entire spotlight of one entire video all to itself. So that's all for today's video, but make sure you're subscribed here so you don't miss any future videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, book besties.